This case so cries out for somebody to get the death penalty.
The possibility of the death penalty for the parents of a 2-year-old, the prosecutor says, was tortured. There were so many wounds and so many scars from whippings and human bites on the body of 2-year-old Glenera Bates that the pathologist doing the autopsy stopped counting.
We want to caution you that some of what you are about to see is not meant for children and will be rather difficult for some adults to view. But to truly understand what this child endured in life, you must get a glimpse of some of the evidence that led to today's indictment of the little girl's parents. Local 12's Deborah Dixon shows us a very sad story that didn't have to end this way.
Andrea Bradley and Glenn Bates, the parents now charged with aggravated murder. The way the 26-month-old died is described as torture. At death, she weighed 13 pounds, the average weight of a 4-month-old.
There's no doubt in my mind that this child was tortured for most of her pitifully short life.
If they get executed, God bless them. I'd love to see it for what they did to this kid.
Both admitted to abuse. We're going to show you a couple of photos of her injuries, not the worst ones. Her little feet with whip marks, the lifeless hand with burn marks.
Albert Einstein said that the world will not be destroyed by people who do evil, but by people who watch and do nothing.
Some people were watching for years. Job and Family Services. Records show abuse cases against Andrea go back to 2007. There was evidence of abuse again in 2008 with different children, 2010, and 2012 when she was pregnant with Glenera. That year, all the children were put in foster care and later returned to her. Now get this, in December, Glenera was hospitalized for failure to thrive. Job and Family Services allows her to go back home. 3 months later, she's dead. Who is watching her from December until March?
Debbie, I think, and I think Maura would agree with you, I think they dropped the ball. The attitude to keep placing these kids back into these families that should not have kids, period, has got to stop.
There is a law that requires that to happen. One Dieters and Dr. Samarco will work to change. As for Andrea Bradley, she's pregnant with her 8th child.
She refuses to work, according to JFS. The only thing she works at is getting pregnant. And I'm telling you right now, there has to be a point where society says we have to stop this.
Job and Family Services released a statement saying that a preliminary review shows they failed to follow their own policies. The director reminds everyone they deal with 17,000 children a year and that something like this is heartbreaking for them as well because really their point is to help. But it just, there's no way you can add this up and not see the opportunity to save that child from what happened. There were opportunities.
The story is frightening when you hear it. And so now, what about the other children that belong to this woman? Where are they?
They're all in foster care. They've been in foster care before, and they're always put back with her, and they all said they were beaten. And then those are the children who were victims of abuse, going back to 2007 and the 5-year-old. It's how did this get away?
Yeah.
I mean, how did it get away?
I heard the prosecutor say and the coroner that this baby slept in a tub with feces in the tub.
Feces and blood. It was, that's part of the abuse.
Yeah.
It wasn't just physical, it was the environment.
Deb, thanks very much.
Okay.